Hi, so I'm Pierre Walker. I was a student here at St Andrews about 7 years ago when I graduated in 2017. After I left St Andrews, I went to Imperial College London where I studied chemical engineering. During that time, I spent a year abroad at MIT, and after that, I'm now doing a PhD over at the California Institute of Technology, which I hope to finish up within a year or two. I knew from the classes I did here at St Andrews with Mr. Frost, Mr. Thorpe, that I had a real passion for physics and chemistry, so I knew I wanted to do something in STEM. But when discussing this with my parents and my other teachers, they all motivated me to do an engineering-based degree. And knowing that I really like chemistry in particular, I decided that I wanted to do a combination of engineering and chemistry. So at the time, chemical engineering seemed like the best one to pick. However, having started a degree after that, I quickly realized it was quite different from what I expected, and it was a lot more of a broad topic, and I quite enjoyed it for that reason. In credit to St Andrews, they did prepare me for that relatively well. All the teachers with all the extra assignments you have in the IB program, you end up having to do a lot of that planning yourself, although on a much smaller scale. And it's a good first practice that you get to have at St Andrews. And as far as that's concerned, the teachers are also willing to give you a hand to just make sure you stay on track. But there's still some good, they motivate independence in the classes. In terms of just helping prepare as an individual, I'd say the classic list would be Mr. Frost and Mr. Thorpe, of course, for helping me apply for the STEM degrees. They both helped me study for the exams, and also with Mr. Frost, he had the Hoverbell project, which gave me a more hands-on experience with engineering. And Mr. Thorpe helped me write up my personal statement, and obviously he was my reference letter. But also some of the softer skills ended up being a lot more important than I thought they would be. So actually my English and drama teachers ended up being very important. Helped a great deal in terms of how do you express yourself for writing, how do you become a better communicator, which ended up being surprisingly more important than I thought it would be when I started my undergrad and PhD degree. And Mr. Heron, I'm forever grateful for his motivating me to continue with drama classes. Surprisingly, there are not a lot of very good speakers in STEM sciences, so having that additional experience from high school made a very big difference in terms of my ability to present at, say, conferences during my PhD. Thus far, probably the papers I've published during my undergrad, there was one that I published. It was a piece of software we had developed during my undergrad. So the small package that I developed during my undergrad has now blown up and become part of people's, well, it's now many research groups have become dependent on it to do their own research. So it really feels like you're adding to the research community and helping more people do research faster and more efficiently. Relaxing, I'd say would be one. Open and yeah, independence, I guess. Take it easy. You don't need to stress so hard.
Okay, that's it. Thank you, Pierre.
Thank you so much.
Amazing. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure to be back.